Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to talk about some foods that actually help your body burn more fat. Now, I'm doing a webinar that's coming up, so you can click the link, sign up for that so you don't miss it, and even if you can't attend live, you will be able to watch the recording of it, because I'm going to be talking about diving into more of stuff like this, how to really tweak your nutrition, how to really just choose different things, foods that you normally eat, foods that you choose all the time, but really focusing on different times of the month for your hormones to get the most out of your body. So, sign up for the webinar. I'm going to be going over so much information that is in my book. It's really exciting. But for tonight, what I really wanted to cover is how your body burns more fat. So this is something that's fascinating to me about the human body. There's so many different things that your body does automatically without you even thinking about it, and it just happens, right? So this is example of the cycle. I'm not an artist, right? This is my artwork. It's a graph. So pretty. But days 1 through 28 of the cycle for women. Day 1 is the first day of your period. And again, every body is a little bit different. This is just an average, and I'll be going into more detail in the webinar about different things, or, more detail on some of these things you may have questions on. But overall, after you ovulate, your body gets higher in progesterone. So that's where progesterone is dominant. Progesterone burns fat naturally. It also will increase some different things in the body as opposed to estrogen, which is dominant here. But progesterone, one of the things that it does is it naturally burns fat. Your basal body temperature, your natural body temperature is higher at that point too. So it's going to be in a fat burning zone more likely. Now, if it's not, that's something you can also work on with food as well. But the really fun thing you can do with food is just add in some other foods that are warming foods to help work with your basal body temperature, work with progesterone to really focus on burning more fat, right? Now, there's a lot of foods out there that they're like, oh, this is a fat-burning food, great, right? This is a different concept for the body. This is focused on getting your internal temperature higher so you're staying in a fat-burning mode kind of all the time versus I'm going to eat this healthy food because it's a fat-burning food. Does that make sense? It's a very different concept to work with your body in a different way. So, these just 4 things. These are foods. These are spices, really. And the thing I love about eating for your hormones and your cycle and focusing on different foods is that it's not restrictive. It is not focused on, oh, you have to eat this all the time or you can't eat this ever. Who likes to live like that? That's just tough, right? I have 3 kids, a husband, and so it's really tough to have a restrictive diet all the time. Right? I mean, we had a busy day. We went ice skating today and did a lot of activity. And it's, after ice skating, what do you like to do with kids? Hot chocolate, right? So it's real, and there's marshmallows in there because that makes it good. So am I going to be super restrictive and not join in on some of that stuff? No, right? But I am going to be shifting how I eat to really work with my body where I'm at and adding these things in as I cook or as I prepare foods. So garlic is a very warming food. Again, going to help you if you're incorporating that with some of the foods that you're cooking or preparing. Great to just kind of sprinkle that in more during this phase here to help your body burn more fat. Ginger, very, very warming. Also really good for your digestive system. Especially in this phase here, your digestive system's going to slow down. And women can get more bloated or constipated, have some issues there. And having some ginger added in will help you move things along a little easier. Now, I'm going to dive in the webinar different ways you can add things in, but just as a little sneak peek to it, ginger, you can add this in, you can add it into your water. One of my favorite things to do is I have fresh slices of lemon and fresh slices of ginger, and I put it in my water, and I just drink that all day. That way you're getting that ginger in an easy way in your water, right? Super easy, super simple. You can add it to your cooking. You can add it to, things that you're baking, right? I make pancakes a lot, protein pancakes. And when I'm in warming phase, if I'm going to be having some protein pancakes, I'll add cinnamon, ginger, and cloves to my pancakes. Really easy, right? The seasoning, super easy to do. But this is one of those things that just adding ginger into little things, you add it in your smoothies, stuff like that. Just anywhere that you can think of to add it into food, easy to do. Same thing with cinnamon. Cinnamon also very warming, going to increase that thermogenic property in your body that's going to help you burn more fat. So cinnamon is delicious, right? And I will absolutely put this in pancakes a lot of the time. I'll use it in pretty much a lot of things that I bake. But another thing with cinnamon, you can, besides adding it in smoothies, I will put this in my coffee. Coffee is another thing that's, warming. Caffeine is warming and brings more heat to the body here, going to help you burn more fat. But just sprinkling some cinnamon in your coffee, it's good. So this is different, than cinnamon, than the candy, right? Like, it's not the same. Cinnamon candy is like I'm thinking of like Red Hots or something like that. That's a really different type of spice in your mouth. And then cloves. Cloves, again, very warming. So adding that into anything you're cooking, baking, preparing food to just bring in the warming component. Super easy thing to add in warming to food as well is just hot sauce, right? Like Frank's Red Hot. Put it on a lot of things. It's going to increase your body's temperature. Again, when your body's temperature is already higher with progesterone, helping you burn more fat naturally. This is just a totally different way of looking at burning fat, totally different way of looking at working with your body and your hormones. So I'm going to be diving in. If you guys have questions, please let me know, because this can be a really different concept for a lot of people. Like, I want to eat healthy, I want to eat clean, absolutely. But you can shift how you're eating. Just choose different things to work with your body and your hormones so you don't feel like you're fighting against it. So you stop feeling like, oh, why is this so hard? Or why do I take 2 steps forward, 2 steps back when I'm trying to make healthy choices? This is a great way to incorporate this all the time so that you are, staying healthy, making good choices, but it's a lifestyle change so you can maintain your results long term. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. If you have questions, please let me know. But again, tune in to the webinar that I've got coming up. It's going to be amazing. And I'm going to be talking more and more about things like this that you can add in, how to add them in, and just different ways to kind of tweak your meals, your snacks, all that stuff to make it healthier, to get it easier to get to your goals. So let me know if you guys have questions, but otherwise, I'll see you later.